Hey guys, hope you've had a great week. They're going way too fast, but you know what time it is. It's time for our weekly wrap-up. I've just come back from a panel session with Seek Learning down at the St Kilda Sea Bars, which was a lot of fun. I was fortunate enough to be invited to this offsite for Seek Learning by John Mirakovsky, who I worked with at Experian, with Kate Tawney, Dave Whittle and Evan Thornley. Those of you might remember Evan Thornley as the founder and CEO of LookSmart, which was Australia's first tech business listed on NASDAQ. He was retelling a story about when they started taking paid listings, which now we all recognize as things like Google AdWords, but LookSmart were a pioneer. His business was seed funded a couple of months after Yahoo was seed funded, which just takes us back to a time when Excite and Lycos were also big players. And when he was retelling those stories, I was starting to feel old because I was running the first search agency in Australia and I was one of his first customers crafting the listings business. And all that tells me, for you founders out there, is that innovation is fast. The pace is very rapid and you need to continue to innovate, and I've said it before. And no doubt you'll continue to hear about it in the future again on my weekly wraps. All right, enough about the past. Let's talk about what's happened this week. In addition to the panel I was on, there were a couple of developments in the investment community and also around capital raise. With further spotlight on the Australian investment community developing, Tim Draper, Silicon Valley billionaire, partnered with one local Australian VC. That Sydney-based fund that's partnering with the Draper Venture Network, which is their global network of ventures, is Right Click Capital, Benjamin Chong and Ari Klinger. Great work, guys. I'm sure that will bring many successes into the future and huge for the Australian ecosystem. A couple of weeks ago at the Blackbird AMA that I took part in, I was asked one question, which was, what investment was I most proud of at Square? In answering that question, I said there are no favorites, there can never be favorites, but I did mention two businesses. Those businesses today, UpGuard, originally started as a StartMate business, shifted over to Silicon Valley and announced their Series B of $17 million. I had the privilege of working with the founders, Mike Borks and Alan Sharp-Paul, for 3 years, where we went from pre-seed right through to post-Series A. 3 key takeaways I'm going to give you now about why these guys are absolutely nailing it. 1, both founders, absolutely outstanding. 2, they are solving a massive global problem. 3, they've created unique intellectual property that is providing differentiation and a unique value proposition to their customers. Well done, guys, bloody exciting. But again, remember what I said last week. This is just a milestone and now the real hard work continues. Execute, execute, execute. All right, I'm off to see the new CEO of Startup Vic now, Georgia Beatty. Have a great weekend and we'll see you next week.